John Spence, trusted consultant, respected advisor, experienced strategist, passionate speaker, well-read author, a top 100 business thought leader, helping executives achieve more success every day.
In this video, I'd like to share with you how to be a great mentee and a great mentor. Before I go into it, I want to talk for a second about why mentoring is so important. For a lot of us, we wouldn't be where we are today if someone else hadn't helped us. So for me, there's a couple of people that have dramatically changed my life. One of my college professors, Roger Strickland from Santa Fe College, I would absolutely not be where I am today without his help. He's really the one that turned me around in college and put me on the path for success. When I worked for one of the Rockefeller Foundations, Mr. Rockefeller had a right-hand man named Charlie Owen who had a huge impact on my life, taught me the value of reading, gave me a first-hand experience to learn about business, negotiations, teamwork, team building. A lot of the business foundation I have today came from him. My wife, Sheila, gives me great advice, keeps me on track, really helps me a lot. So mentors are critical. So if you're thinking about that and you're early in your career, even late in your career, and you're looking for a mentor, one of the best ways to get a mentor is to be a great mentee. So let me tell you what that means. Listen to your mentor. Have very specific questions. Know what you want to learn. I was mentoring a couple people today. That's why I'm doing this video. Is I have two young people that I met with most of the morning, and one of them is interested in business, and another one is going to a big interview, and she wanted to get prepared for that. And they came prepared. They had questions. The one young man typed the whole time I was talking, listened to me. The young lady wrote pages of notes. And as a mentor, that means that they're not wasting my time. That if I'm going to give up a couple hours of my day to spend with them and give them good advice, that they're going to write down and take the advice. And I never use profanity at the end of my videos, but I'm going to use a little teeny bit here is people who ask for advice constantly and never implement it, they're what we call assholes. They're asking for all this help, but they're not using any of it. And a mentee like that quickly loses their mentor because there's no reason in the world for me to spend time helping you if you don't implement the ideas. Another big idea for a mentee is it's not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. And you've got to try to add value to your mentor. Now, that might be hard, but some of the ways is to send them articles or blogs or links or ask them about something they're interested in, and maybe you can help them with that or introduce them to someone else. So you want to make sure that as a mentee, you're adding a lot of value. And then the last thing I'll say is there should be some sort of a cutoff point in the relationship so it doesn't start to drag out and it begins to be a waste of both your time. So, when you've got a specific, clear thing you want to learn, something that's important to you, and you get a mentor who can teach that to you, once you learn it, you ought to ask your mentor if there's someone else that you can be introduced to that can teach you something new that maybe isn't their expertise. Now, let's flip to the other side. For those of us that have been doing well, I believe we owe it back to the people that helped us to pay it forward again and mentor other people. I know that, again, I said earlier, I would not be anywhere close to where I am in my career, in my life, without Roger, Charlie, and Sheila. They have been some other people. So I feel a huge obligation to give back and help other people like people help me. And as a mentor, that means that you want to be also well prepared. You want to give the best advice you can possibly give. You want to challenge your mentee as much as you can. I'll give you an example. When someone asked me to mentor them, I put up a hurdle of, I asked them what they're interested in learning, what's important to them, and then I assign them 3 books. And if they won't read those 3 books, they don't get to be a mentee. And surprisingly enough, that's a high enough hurdle that many people don't get over it. You got to read 1,000 pages. If you're not interested enough in the topic and you don't want to be mentored that badly, the hurdle of 1,000 pages is way too high. For people who are really interested, I give them that challenge. They finish it immediately. They write a book report. We meet again for breakfast. We go over each of the books, and then I assign them a couple more. And I'm constantly asking, what do you want to learn? What's important to you? How can I help you? And again, when I feel like I've gotten to the point that I just don't have much more to offer, I ask them, what else do you want to learn that I haven't taught you? And when they tell me, I say, I don't know anything about that, but let me introduce you to one of my friends over here, W.J. Ross here, David Whitney, and they're got expertise in those areas that I don't, and I will specifically ask them to meet with you, and if they agree to be your mentor for a few months or a year until you get up to speed. But let me finish this with saying a major factor in every successful person's life that I've ever met was that they had people who mentored them and helped them. And the big thing about mentoring, it's helping someone not make the same mistakes you made, or speeding up their learning by giving them the essentials, the key things, the key ideas, so they don't have to go read a ton. Once you get into the program, they're giving you hints, advice, suggestions, feedback, helping you a lot. And that's invaluable. I don't think you can have a successful career without having several great mentors in your life. And I believe that once you have a successful career, you owe it to the people that helped you to help a whole bunch more people so that you can pay it forward and help them so that one day they can go out and be great mentors too. So very important idea. I hope you found this of value. I hope you find a great mentor. And if you are a mentor, I hope you take great care of your mentees. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.